start with the march. Happy spring equinox. Definitely feels like spring here. So if you're new to the workout, I put a little bit of description in the caption. Make sure you have some water nearby. It's a full body circuit workout. I will do the counting for you. You do not have to count any reps or anything. I will let you know when the next move is coming up. It's circuit style, so we'll do a few moves in a row, do a couple rounds of them, and then switch it up and do a few more later. I don't play music on my end so that you can hear me. Make sure if you want to hear music, you can play it on your end, but make sure that you can hear me also. Or you can just watch for your cues. Start bringing your arms up a little bit higher. Get those shoulders warmed up. Larger range of motion. Slow it down a little. I turn to the side like this so you can see my form from different angles, but you don't have to do that. Okay, turn those into some kicks to the front. You can use dumbbells today if you have them. Some light or moderate weight dumbbells, or if you don't have dumbbells, you can use soup cans, detergent jugs, whatever you have that you can hold in each hand. You can do this with no weight also and just squeeze your muscles. You'll still get a really good workout. Step side to side, arms out, nice and wide. Suck the belly button in, arms in, arms in, and out, and in, and out. There's a bit of glare off this window as always. The sun comes through here and we don't have curtains on this window, so hopefully it's not too hard to see. Okay, kicks to the back, arms up and down. If you are non-weight bearing, standing, if you have to sit, you can do this sitting. You can just skip the leg workout part and just do the arms. Always keep that belly button sucked in, protecting your lower back. That's why I keep telling you to suck your belly button in, because it protects your low back. Okay, bring it back to a march. And I also do not prescribe rest breaks. Doesn't mean you shouldn't rest. It means you regulate your own rest. So push as hard as you can. Go, go, go until you have to stop and take a break, and then stop and take a break for as long as you need, and then start when you're ready again. Join me in the circuit wherever I am. And you don't have to match my tempo with my reps. You go as slow as you need to go. And I will be stopping to take my own breaks too, and you don't have to stop when I stop. Okay, take it to some nice gentle body weight squats. Slowly lower down, feet are about hip width apart. If you can't get that low, so your thighs are parallel to the ground, just use a box, just sit down and stand up. We do this all the time, every day, on the couch, on the ottoman, dinner table, toilet. It's a good exercise to practice. And I will take you down for some push-ups. You can choose whichever modification you want to do that you can do to the best of your ability. So the hard version, everyone knows, is on the toes, this way. Easier version, you can just drop your knees down. Or if you want it a little bit harder in between those last two, you can do an angle, incline like this if you're on your toes. The higher your incline of your body, the easier the push-up is. So you could also just do them against a wall too if you need to make them really easy. Another option though you could do is you can drop your knees and do an incline. So you choose whichever version you want to do throughout the workout. So do a few of those. Come on up and join me when you're done. Go back to some body weight squats. Now just standing, some nice gentle spinal twists. Suck the belly button in, nice and gentle, just warming up the torso. Take it back down for a few more push-ups. Ooh, Don't fall over like I did though. Gesundheit. I have an off-camera workout class participant in the background that you can't see. My mom's here working out with me. Come back when you're ready. Grab some water. Keep those limbs moving. I'm just gonna reset my timer and we're gonna get started with our workout in a few seconds. So I'm gonna show you dumbbell versions and we'll try to show you some exercise band modifications of the moves as well. It's a little bit harder to use the exercise band because you always have to change where the anchor of the band is. So keep that in mind. If you do have soup cans instead or something to use as dumbbells, it's more optimal to use, in my opinion, than the exercise bands. Okay, we're gonna get started with a Romanian deadlift upright row combo in 3 seconds. Grab your dumbbells. And what you're doing is sliding them down your thighs to about your knees, squeezing your glutes to come up. Feet are about hip width apart. You're looking down on the floor, a few feet ahead of you. Neck is neutral, spine is neutral. Got a soft bend in the knees. Pushing your butt to the wall behind you. Try to think of that. You should feel a stretch in the hamstrings on the way down. And then squeeze your glutes, that's your butt muscles, on the way up. And then we're gonna bring it up into an upright row. So just standing here, upright row. You're gonna need a light dumbbell for this. If your dumbbells are too heavy, just drop them and squeeze your shoulders. Now, if you had your band for this, it would be under your feet, and you'd be doing this, and then this. 5 more seconds, and we're gonna go to a squat press. So dumbbells up on your shoulders, or your band is also up there too. Squatting down, and then at the top, you're doing a shoulder press. Squatting down, shoulder press. You can use your box if you need to for this, or you can just do the shoulder press if you can't do the squat at all. 2 separate moves. Squatting, coming up, shoulder press. If you're doing this with the band, it is under your feet. You can put the band up here or down here. Squatting, shoulder press. The tighter the band, the harder it's gonna feel, the more weight you'll be using. 15 seconds left. And then we're gonna move to a lunge row combo. 5 seconds left. 2 seconds. Okay, lunge row. If you can do a forward lunge, row at the bottom, push back. Forward lunge, row at the bottom, push back. If forward lunge is too much for you, you could try a backwards lunge. It's a little bit easier on the knees. Or you can just step back and row and not drop that back leg if your knees are pretty bad. Or if you want to make it a little harder than a step back, but you can't quite do the lunge, just keep to your squat. Row at the bottom. If you're using the band, it's going to be harder. You'll have to keep it under your foot that way and then row. So I don't know that it's really ideal to use a band for this. See, there's a good example. 5 seconds left. Ooh, keep falling over today. Okay, back up to the top. Romanian deadlift. And then we're gonna do upright row. So we'll do 1 deadlift, 1 upright row. 1 deadlift down, upright row. If it hurts your shoulders to do an upright row, just skip the row, or you could do a front raise or a lateral raise. Some people, it bothers their shoulders to do upright rows. So you make that decision based on how your shoulders are feeling. RDL is Romanian deadlift for short. Upright row. Feel the stretch in the hamstring. Squeeze the glutes to come up. Upright row, your weights are in front of your body. 5 seconds left, and we'll go back to our squat press. 2 seconds. Okay, dumbbells up top on your shoulders, squatting down, overhead press at the top. So use your box if you need. This is also called a squat thruster. Some people call it that. I think that's a CrossFit name or something. If you're using your band, it's under your feet. Squatting down, overhead pressing. Squatting down, overhead pressing. 25 seconds left. See how my feet are about hip width apart. 10 seconds left, and then we'll go back to our lunge row combo. 5 seconds. Okay, lunge row. So if you're doing a forward lunge, you're rowing at the bottom, pushing back. Forward lunge, row at the bottom, push back. Or, as I said before, you can do a backwards lunge. Reverse lunge. Or you can do your squat. Hi, puppy. Excuse me. Excuse me. Just making sure I'm okay. 15 seconds left. Take a break whenever you need. 5 seconds left. Show this angle. 2 seconds. All right, back up to the top. One last round of our deadlift upright row. Pushing back with the butt. Upright row. Knees are slightly bent. Just go until you feel the stretch in the back of the legs. You don't have to go way over, bent over that way. Just about a 45-degree angle with your back. Pushing your butt to the wall behind you. Squeezing the glutes on the way up. "20 seconds left. And then we will go back to squat press. Look at the floor about a few feet ahead of you to make sure that your neck is neutral and in line with your spine. Your spine is also neutral. You're not rounded over and you're not arched. Neutral spine. 2 seconds left. Squat press now. Back to the squat press. So squatting down, overhead press. Squatting down, overhead press. So if you're using your band, it's underneath your feet. Halfway there, 30 seconds left. These are minute circuits today. Okay, 20 seconds left. And then we're gonna go back to our lunge row. And then we're gonna do a little surprise minute to switch it up. Use your box if you need. Take a break whenever you need to and just come back in and join whenever you're ready again. You won't miss out, I promise. Okay, lunge row. Forward lunge, dumbbell row. Elbows are tight to your torso, close to your rib cage. As I mentioned before, the very easy version of this, if you need a really, really modified version, just step back and don't lunge down. Row that way. Just get that half lunge in. You could do it forwards too, depending on your knees. I give you a bunch of modifications so you can try and do whichever one you can do to the best of your ability. 20 seconds left. Then we're gonna do a minute of a burpee, but no push-up. So I'll show you different versions of that too. So try to start when I start, if you can. If you can't jump back for a burpee, you can just step back. 2 seconds. All right, so what we're doing is hands down, jumping out, keep the belly button sucked in, jump back in, stand up, or you can jump if you want. Just out, in, up. If you can't jump, just step out, step in, stand up. If you can't get that low to the floor, use your incline. Step out, step in, stand up. Use a higher incline if you need. Kitchen counter, table. Step out, step in, stand up. Suck that belly button in, 25 seconds left. You can even jump out on your incline. $15 seconds left. And then we're going to start a new circuit. 5 seconds. Okay, push-up renegade row. If you're using dumbbells, watch out, puppy. You can do a push-up at the bottom, row left, row right. And then push-up, left, right. So you're just staying down here, you're not coming up. You can drop your knees if you need to. Push-up, left hand, right hand. You don't even have to use weights for this. You can just do a push-up, left, knee, right. Left, right. Suck the belly button in. We're planking here and moving. You can use your incline for this too. Push up here, left, right. You do this against the wall. Push up, left, right. Push up, left, right. Just squeeze those muscles. You don't even need weights. 10 seconds. Then we're going to come down to the floor for a bridge and a chest press. 4 seconds. Okay, come down to the floor if you can, or use your couch if you can't get down to the floor. We're going to do an isometric glute bridge. So put those feet really close to your butt. Squeeze your glutes to lift your hips off the floor. Up on your toes if you can. If not, keep your feet on the ground. Your heels. Just chest press while you're squeezing those glutes and holding. If you're using the band, you can have the band behind your back. Same thing, squeezing the glutes, holding the hips up. 15 seconds left. After this, we're going to stay on the floor but flip over and do a kind of pause push-up thing. 10 seconds left. You can do this with no weights too. You can do this on your couch also. 5 seconds. Okay, drop your weights, turn over. We're going to do a pause push-up. So you're in your push-up position, holding at the bottom for a count of 3, coming up to the top, pausing at the top. You can choose to come up on your toes or you can stay on your knees. You can also use the incline if you want. So after you do your pause, you're going to do 4 push-ups. And then you're going to pause at the bottom. 3-second pause. 3-second pause at the top. And then 4 push-ups. So you're pausing at the bottom, pausing at the top, and then 4 push-ups. Whew. I'm gonna take my break. 5 seconds left, that went by fast. Okay, grab your weights if you're using them, back up to the top for push-up renegade row. Lots of push-ups here. So you're doing your push-up now, back to your 1-arm row, left and then right. Push up, left row, right row. Suck your belly button in, don't forget. You can use your incline with no weight if you want. Keep that back tight. Protect those shoulders, suck the belly button in. 30 seconds left. You can also use your incline and then pick up your weights from the floor 1 at a time. That's fine too. if you don't want to not use weight. Just keep the belly button sucked in. Keep your back tight so your shoulders are protected and you're not throwing them out like this. 2 seconds left. Okay, back down on the ground for our isometric glute bridge. Holding at the top and chest pressing. If you can go up on your toes, do that. It should help. Actually helps engage your glutes a little bit more if you're holding. Can you go up on your toes now? Did you try? If one body part gets tired faster than the other, just stop and rest. Don't keep doing the other body part that's not tired yet. Make sure your body is in line, in sync with each other, body parts. 10 seconds left. So if your glutes get tired faster than your chest press, don't stop and just keep doing chest presses. Stop completely until your glutes are ready again. 2 seconds left. Flip it over, back to our pause push-up. So pausing at the bottom, 3 seconds. You count your own 3 seconds. Pausing at the top, 3 seconds. And then 4 push-ups. And then pausing at the bottom. 3 seconds. Pausing at the top. 3 seconds. You can make it harder by pausing on your toes. And then you can still drop and do your push-ups on your knees if you want. You can be doing them here, pausing here, or even on your toes here for a full plank. And then your push-ups. My arms are getting tired. 10 seconds left. And then we're gonna go back to the top for round 3, the last round of this one. 2 seconds left. Oh boy, lots of push-ups. You're gonna get tired chest. Okay, Renegade Row. Grab your dumbbells if you're using them. You could, if you have your band, you wanna make your push-ups harder, do your push-ups this way, and then row, but then you don't have any pull on the band for your rows, so it's not really ideal to use a band for this. So you're doing your push-up row, push-up at the bottom, rowing. Push it at the bottom. You can pop up on your toes if you want. Suck the belly button in, getting those abs engaged. "15 seconds left. And then we're gonna go for our bridge chest press. See, even though we're not doing push-ups on that second move, we're doing a chest press, so it's just constant chest. But it's arms too, because it's multi-joint. Okay, flip over, grab your dumbbells, put your band underneath your back, up on the toes, squeeze the glutes to lift the hips off the ground, doing your chest press. Whew. Halfway there, 30 seconds left. And then we will go back to our pause push-up, pause plank, push-up combo. And then one more quick minute of burpee, half burpee action after that, and then we're done. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. Last time to do this glute bridge. Squeeze your glutes. Okay, flipping over. Pause, push up, pause, plank. Pausing at the bottom for 3 seconds. Count your own pause. Pause at the top. Go up on your toes or you can stay on your knees, up to you. And then 4 push-ups. You can use your incline if you want. Pausing at the bottom. Pausing at the top. Suck that belly button in. I know you didn't forget. 4 push-ups. Pausing at the bottom. Keep that back tight. Pausing at the top. 4 push-ups. 15 seconds left. Ooh, I can't finish my push-ups. 10 seconds. And then we're gonna do one last minute of the half burpee we did before. 3 seconds. Okay, you're doing a full burpee, you're jumping out, but you're not going down, no push-up. Keep the push-up out of it. I will relieve you from push-ups. You can do a jump at the top if you want. You can step out, step in. Use your incline to step, or you can even incline and jump. So many options. Halfway there, 30 seconds left. Suck the belly button in. Don't let your hips drop like this. We don't want to hurt that low back. Keep your hips up off the ground. We also don't want them piped though too. We want a flat back. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Done. Okay, grab some water. Start my timer again. Keep moving around. Keep your legs moving. Keep the blood flowing. Come join me when you're ready. If you're still waiting for your heart rate to slow down, keep walking around. Keep wandering around until you feel like you've caught your breath. Bring one arm across the body when you're ready, helping out with this opposite arm. Pull it across your chest, stretching the shoulders and into the back. Switching arms. Keep that shoulder down. You don't want it up here. You want it down. Bring that other arm behind your back. Bend it at the elbow. Bring that hand behind your neck. Use this opposite arm to pull that elbow towards your head. Keep your belly button sucked in even during these stretches. Ribs are down because I don't want you to end up arched and I don't want you to end up bent over like this. Nice neutral spine. Keep those ribs down. You don't want them flared out. Switch arms. Feeling a stretch in the back of the upper arm and the tricep. Even though we did a lot of push-ups and a lot of chest, it does involve your triceps and your biceps because we're doing multi-joint shoulder and elbow movements. Arms out to the side, shoulders are down. Pushing the heels of your hands, which is this part of the bottom, away from you, fingers to the ceiling. Gently bring your arms behind you like an inch if you can. Just think of moving them in that direction. That'll stretch biceps and a little into the forearms. And you can clasp your hands behind you and bring your arms up behind you a little bit. Ribs down, belly button sucked in. Bring the stretch a little, whoopsies, a little more into the front of the shoulder. Knocking things over. Okay, shake it out. Let's do a forearm stretch. So one hand out, palm facing out. Gently take the other hand and pull your fingers down. Really, really gently. Stretching the forearm. Switch hands. I'll grab onto something if you need help to balance. Stand on one leg, grab the other foot, bring it behind you, bend at the knee, keep your knees together, ribs down, belly button in. Pull that foot towards your body in the back. Feeling the stretch in the front of the thigh, the quad. Switch legs. Okay, hamstring stretch. Split stance, so one foot is about a foot in front of the other one. Bend the back leg here. Keep this one kind of straight, soft bend in the knee. Lean your weight of your torso onto this bent leg. 45-degree angle with your back, neutral spine. Think of sitting back and stretching the straightened leg. Bring your chest towards the floor. You don't have to come down very far. Switch legs, gently roll up. Gently roll up. If you have something to sit on for your glute stretch, you can cross one ankle over the opposite knee. Think of pushing that knee away from you towards the floor, bringing your chest towards the floor, feeling the stretch in the hips, glutes on the side here. If you don't have anything to sit on, you can do this on the ground or on the couch by crossing your foot this way and pulling this bent knee towards you. You can even use this elbow to push out this other knee that way so you feel the stretch in the glutes here. Switch legs. Okay, come on up. If you have a step or something to hang your foot off of for a calf stretch, you can do a calf stretch this way, just keeping the ball of your foot on the step, pushing the heel down towards the ground, feeling the stretch in the back of the low leg, the calf, or if you don't have something to step on off, you can put your toe up against the wall, something that is secure, that's not going to move. Bring your body towards that secured piece of furniture or wall. Toes are up, feeling the stretch in the calf and the low leg. Switch legs. All right, that's it. We're done. Thank you for joining me.